And we have already seen some INDOT crews here on the Lloyd Expressway trying to clean some of that up. But for Christmas Day, it is perfect snow for snowballs and snowmen. Live in Evansville, Araceli, THIELE 14 News. As you can see, there really is no bad seat in the house. I'm at one of the highest rows in the arena that will eventually house 10,000 seats, each of them more spacious than the ones at Roberts Stadium. The Red Cross says they will most likely be at the church for another 2.5 weeks, then start delivering food and supplies door to door once cleanup begins. In Posey County, Araceli, THIELE 14 News. And later, put on your dancing shoes, a look at the remake of the movie Footloose. Stay with us. You're watching 14 News at 6 in high definition. County Sheriff's Office tells us they believe the crimes happened in 2000 while the couple was living in Newburgh. But the investigation began right here in Evansville. The downtown arena has really begun to take shape. And as Evansville Mayor Jonathan Weinzappel shows us, it's really coming together on the inside. Because of the flow of the water and because Posey County is surrounded by both the Wabash and the Ohio, they also tell me this area will be one of the last areas to dry out once the waters finally recede. The investigation continues. So far, there are no suspects, and investigators say they are at a standstill until somebody comes forward with more information.
Araceli, THIELE is there tonight with the very latest.
David and Ann, just a few hours ago, customers and employees at Blake Art Materials and Office Depot were being kept inside their buildings while EPD's bomb squad investigated a suspicious silver metal suitcase that was left behind right here at Eastland Shops parking lot. Reporting live from a very rainy downtown Evansville, Araceli, THIELE 14 News. 100 applicants hope to become members of the Evansville Police Department, but EPD says half of them are eliminated because they failed the physical assessment test.
This is 14 News at 5.
The police department says a homeowner's best defense is to contact their insurance company first and wait for a claim adjuster. Now, if they don't know their contractor, they can check them out at the Better Business Bureau or with their insurance company. Live in Oakland City, Araceli, THIELE 14 News.
To his family.
Absolutely.
And even knowing the dangers of that sport, seeing some of those pictures, it just really does take your breath away.
Yeah, it's pretty frightening.
Coming up, what Saturday night, American troops headed home for the holidays for good. 2 Madisonville residents are in critical condition after colliding with a flatbed truck this morning. The Hopkins County Sheriff's Office says the driver of the flatbed truck pulled out into the path of a Toyota Camry attempting to cross Laffoon Trail and continue north on Bean Cemetery Road. And also today, tens of thousands of people were in Washington today to see the official dedication of the Martin Luther King Jr. National Memorial. So when the snow came down, they would build something cool with the snow.
Did they ever do a pufferfish?
Never did a pufferfish. I would get a full igloo, and they would try to do like a little mini fire on the inside.
Oh, and they didn't want to like trap you in there, keep you in there.
No. I was the baby of 6, and my oldest is like 20 years older than me. So they were nice to me for the most part.
Well, that was nice.
Indiana health officials have confirmed a 16th case of measles in the state. They're working to contact people who may have been exposed at a recreational facility north of Indianapolis.
Just a mother who was mad enough to do something about it.
Wow. I'm telling you, having kids will do that to you, you know. First job in TV was a weekend weather personality. And you see I'm not doing that anymore. There's a reason why.
You had me going. I believed everything you said.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Chad.
I know you like to buy random things online, so listen to this. A McDonald's Chicken McNugget that resembles President George Washington is back on eBay tonight.
The nugget was discovered by Rebecca Spade, and she decided to sell it to raise money for a church summer camp. Bids topped $10,000 before it was removed from the website. Spade says eBay told her she couldn't sell it because, get this, it was expired food and violated state and federal regulations. But eBay had a change of heart, saying it would make an exception to help Spade's cause. The presidential nugget was relisted at $0, and tonight the highest bid is at nearly $4,000.
Wow, that wouldn't have lasted long around Chad Seawitch. I don't see it.
After
either.
I stared at it for a while, and they drew it on there where it said exactly where the double chin and everything is.
It looks like a chicken McNugget to
right,
me.
there we go. See, I could kind of, there we go.
Yeah.
But
I don't eat old nuggets.
All nuggets must look like that.
Does it come with dipping sauce?
I don't know. We'll stay with us. Sports is next.
You're watching the Tri-States News and Weather Leader. This is 14 News at 10.
It's Hollywood's biggest night, the 84th Annual Academy Awards.
Tonight, the movie industry honored the best of the best.
Something that you made me remember, because you're saying you're calling it round two. Yesterday while I was out, they said I was watching 14 News, and they said, I couldn't believe it. They said the storm is going to be out your window at 6:06. And he said, 6:06, look out my window, and there it is. Because now your systems are so advanced, you can really track everything just about exactly when it's coming.
Yeah, when you have a tornado warning, you would like to have 13 to 16 minutes. And I remember when I got started in the business, you had 2 to 3.
It's like a break in the action today.
But it looks like we're also at an elevated risk for some severe weather tomorrow. Meteorologist Byron Douglas here with what we can expect tomorrow.
We were all in Newburgh yesterday checking out some of the damage. You were doing stories over there. And
I was actually with the National Weather Service, and as they surveyed the area and of course classified it as an EF1 tornado. But a lot goes into that. Well, David and Ann, the land has been leveled, but still no signs of a hotel. And although anxious, the CVB and local businesses say as long as the right decision is made for Evansville, they don't mind waiting just a little bit longer.
thanks. Coming up the next half hour of Sunrise, the students who were affected by the tornado in Henryville, they lost their school. They got back together for the first time to talk about their experiences of living through that tornado.
And also we'll have more on our rainy, windy, warm, and humid weather, and we could hear that rain coming down here in Evansville. We're coming right back in about 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Don't do that yet, but
Not
Saturday
yet,
night.
but that's right, yeah, okay. And, you know, Peyton Manning, he's gone. No
Right.
calls, but we have apparently found his replacement this morning.
At least that's what Adam hopes. Here's
Your
my little
husband,
daughter,
yes.
Carolina Maria. And check this out. Look at those fingertips. She totally catches a football.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Good hands, good hands.
Look at this.
No,
Let's do this again.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, now that
a
time
natural.
I saw it.
There's
Oh
some,
my.
right. some of
She's the born natural, not me. Okay, that thought came up a little earlier when I was doing
See,
that.
look at how good she
That
is.
is actually really good. What a cutie.
So Carolina's not exactly doing what other 6-month-olds should. I mean, she's rolled like twice in her life, and she should be just about rolling away now. And, you know, when you hold them up, she should be standing up a little bit on her feet, at least trying. I like try, and she just does like,
She's
you know,
ready to
just
punt.
one.
What I
So she
think-
can do football, and she can sing to Lady Gaga, Adele, and Katy Perry.
Wow.
A
What I think is
multitude of
funny
talents.
about that video, though, is it's not in your living room. He just wants to show off the baby's football prowess out
Right.
in public. That's
Right.
smart. Smart dad.
Well, he didn't know. I guess I was shopping around and kind of not paying attention, and he's like, look at this football. And I'm like,
Very
I don't want to
cute.
buy her a football. And he's like, no, see, she can catch it.
She's very talented.
Give her 6 months to make a career choice, you know. But anyway, she's got a good future in anything she wants.
And you can tell by the extensive damage to this home, from the floor to the roof to a tree that was also torched and a neighboring home sidewall that also caught fire.
Bartlett.
And I'm Araceli THIELE. That scabies outbreak is at the Hillcrest Healthcare Facility in Owensboro. No visitors and no new patients are being allowed in tonight. Well, it's been a year since a powerful tornado slammed into the Lambert St. Louis International Airport. You may remember some of this incredible video as passengers watched and then ran for cover. The airport security cameras captured the flying debris as TSA agents ducked for cover. Now, as the anniversary approaches and $20 million later, repairs are nearly complete to Concourse C. Today in New York, police are pressing their search for clues in the 33-year-old disappearance of a 6-year-old boy.
Investigators will not.
Well, we can predict the weather most of the time and the outcome of an election, but what about predicting crime?
Well, there's one police station that claims. I think I'm wanted for something. That would be my luck.
You know, I have to share one of the ways that somebody told me to apply for a TV job. They said to send, back then it was VHS, send a VHS in a pizza box.
I've
I
heard
never
of that,
did that,
actually,
but
but
I
it
guess
would
you
make the
gotta
news
try
director
everything.
happy. Yeah.
Right. The witness also said Wood may have hit the ground first, with Leo landing on top of her. Police say the balcony is approximately 8 feet above the ground. Well, Jackie, we've been out here at Chandler Utilities just about all afternoon. The office is now closed, but at times there has been people out the door waiting to pay their water bills and get that water turned back on. Some of them only 4 days later or so on their payments. We also spoke to some people over here on Jackson Street, almost the entire block without water tonight. Some of them may not even know their water is shut off until they get home from work tonight and see that orange disconnect sign on their door. Well, David and Ann, to say the death of Captain Jim Stoll came as a shock to the sheriff's office is an understatement. They say they will remember him as a hard worker and a family man. And after 21 years, USI students are once again celebrating commencement on campus. The university says the number of students walking graduation is up 10% over last year, and the location change may be to thank. The festival this year is causing quite a buzz. Apasionada is a theatrical horse show for the whole family with trick riding and stunts with fire and even a comedy act starring a donkey.
Next weekend, and I see you're getting ready with your hat.
Right, we'll be right here on the set, and I've been trying on all these different fascinators and hats. I'm very excited. And so this is one of the runner-ups. So what do you think?
So we'll have to tune in next weekend to see what you
Brandon might have a fascinator too. I have a few extras.